Okay, here is the question for today. Can you describe your daily routine? So, what do we need to talk about when we talk about our daily routine? Well, first of all, we need to say what time we wake up, what time we go to bed. We could talk about our job or school, maybe some hobbies that we do every day. And also, we can mention some habits that we do every day, things that we do every day. And after lunch, I sometimes go for a walk in the park. I love nature. I love trees, fresh air, sunshine. It's so relaxing to go for a walk after lunch. And then I come back home and I continue working until 5 p.m. Then I go to pick up my kids from school. After that, we do our homework together. My kids are really smart. They don't have any problems with their homework. They help each other. It's really cute. And then we have dinner together as a family. After dinner, we watch TV or we play games. My kids are really good at board games. I'm not that good, but they are really good. And then at 9 p.m., they go to bed. I read them a story before they go to sleep. And then my husband and I watch some more TV or we just relax. And then at 10 p.m., we go to bed. So that's my daily routine. It's pretty boring, I think, but it's okay. I like it. How about yours? Okay, now I want you to write 3 sentences about your daily routine in the comments below. And don't forget to write the time. Remember that. Write the time in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Use the time expressions that I used in the podcast so that you can practice those as well. And please correct me if I made any mistakes. I'm human and I'm not perfect. So I make mistakes sometimes, and I'd appreciate it if you could help me with that. Thank you. And thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye. Now we are going to practice what you just learned in this podcast. I prepared some questions for you. Remember, you can pause the video and write your answers in the comments below. Don't forget to write the time. Okay, question no. 1. What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up? Do you wake up early or do you wake up late? I usually wake up early. I wake up at 6 a.m. That's quite early, right? But I like to wake up early. I like mornings. Mornings are my favorite part of the day. Or I don't like to wake up early. I'm not a morning person. I like to sleep late. I usually wake up at 8 o'clock. Question no. 2. What time do you have breakfast? What time do you have breakfast? Do you have a big breakfast or a small breakfast? I usually have breakfast at 7 a.m. I always have a big breakfast because I love breakfast. I love eggs. My favorite food is eggs. And also bacon and coffee. I love bacon and coffee as well. Or I usually have breakfast at 6:30. I don't have a big breakfast. I just have some toast and some fruit juice. Sometimes I have some yogurt as well. Question no. 3. What do you usually do in the morning? What do you usually do in the morning? Do you exercise or do you watch TV? In the morning, I usually get ready for work. I get dressed, I brush my teeth, I make breakfast, and then I leave for work. Or in the morning, I usually exercise. I go running. I love running in the morning. The weather is cooler and there is no traffic. It's perfect. Question no. 4. What time do you have lunch? What time do you have lunch? Do you have lunch at home or do you have lunch at work? I usually have lunch at 1 o'clock. I love to have lunch at home. I love my mom's cooking. She makes delicious food. Or I usually have lunch at 12:30. I usually have lunch at work. There is a restaurant near my office, and I have lunch there. Question no. 5. What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed? Do you go to bed early or do you go to bed late? I usually go to bed at 11 p.m. I'm not a night person. I get very tired at night. I love to go to bed early and get a good night's sleep. Or I usually go to bed at 1 a.m. I stay up late to watch TV or to spend time with friends. And the last question, what do you do in the evening? What do you do in the evening? Do you watch TV or do you exercise? In the evening, I usually watch TV. I like to relax after a busy day. Or in the evening, I usually exercise. I go to the gym and I lift weights. I like to keep fit. Well, that's the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe. And I would also like to say a huge thank you to all my supporters. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. And I would also like to say a huge thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.